Thank you, Ellie. I think I muted my audio, my microphone when I was doing a speed run earlier the other day. But welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're doing well. We're doing another stream in our never-ending quest to try and find 10 wheat. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much, Crunchy and Ellie, for joining the stream before it even started, and Ellie for letting me know about the audio issues at the beginning. And I was saying that the reason I'm 5 minutes late is that I thought I set this to start at 11, not 10:45. So I popped up and I saw everyone, saw rioting, and I was like, oh, whoops. And then I figured I might as well just start early. So I meant to be 10 minutes early, but I am instead 5 minutes late. Submitting waiting until you notice like 20 minutes. I certainly would not have noticed soon, so I am appreciative that you did mention it, because I would have 1000% just sat there playing the game, yammering on, and wondering why no one was responding to what I said. Alright, let's get this thing going again. I believe this is a traveling cart day? No, it's a Monday. Or it's a Tuesday in-game. It would have been so funny, though. Well, as funny as it would have been, I appreciate that I don't have to deal with the frustration around that. Because it would have really bothered me. Especially because the game audio was also not on. It would have just been silence. Straight up silence. Other than the channel alerts. Found sealed Pokemon card that don't cost 4 quadrillion bucks for a single pack. Nice! Let's go! Sure. Alright, cool. Go talk to the wife. Nice. And then let's go let the aminals out. Bought 15 packs? Nice. Nice. I still have never collected Pokemon cards. I wouldn't be opposed to. But, currently, I have decided that it's going to be only if I get donations telling me to buy packs that I will, buy packs. And then I'll open them up on stream. In the same way that you can donate to tell me to buy a game. My first time actually buying packs. Nice. Yeah, I collected Yu-Gi-Oh cards growing up. I did not collect Pokemon cards. So, I have bought Yu-Gi-Oh cards at least somewhat recently. I think it was like last year. They had like a retro pack situation, so I bought some of the retro cards because they were nostalgic for me. Figured my birthday is coming up, I'd be a gift for myself. That's awesome. I agree. Treat yourself. Ugh. Oh, by the way, the other stream, I don't remember how many streams ago this was, but I had been mentioning that I was watching a new anime called Witch Hat Atelier, which I thought came out in 2006, and I said so in the stream that I talked about it. So imagine my surprise when I'm watching it with my wife tonight, and we get past episode 13, and all of a sudden, the Crunchyroll's like, here's something else you might like watching. And I'm like, why is it doing that if we're only at the beginning of the show? It turns out it was not 2006, it was 2026. This is a new show. It just ended its first season in June and only has 13 episodes. So now we're done with another show. I was quite disappointed because it was a really good show, and now I have to wait a while for it to come out with new content. I thought I was gonna have a ton of time to be able to like enjoy the show for a while before I had to worry about like new seasons, if that. I thought it was from 2006. I thought it was done. The only good thing was the second I saw that there was no more on Crunchyroll, I was like, I had two thoughts on my mind. A, only the first season's on Crunchyroll, and therefore I would have to go find some way to pirate the remaining seasons, or B, they canceled the show after one season, and it would have just like forever sucked that they like such a good show was gone immediately. So the bright side of it being 2026 and 2006 is that at least I don't have to worry about the show having been forever canceled and never getting to know the end of the story. At least it's just that I have to wait for the next season, not that it doesn't exist. Could have told you that. I knew it was new, I just never noticed you say 2006. Yeah, I did say 2006. But yeah, it is new. It is very good. I would recommend watching it. It just sucks that it's only 13 episodes. But yeah, now we need to find another new show. I'm thinking possibly. I gave a couple suggestions. We'll see what my wife is thinking. But oh shoot, I missed at least one day. That sucks. Let's give some pets to everyone involved. And we'll put the rest of the eggs in here. But yeah, so I was recommending some. I was listing off some shows that we could possibly watch now that our second show is on hiatus. And I was saying that if she wants to watch something like magic related, Mashal is not as plot related, but is still pretty plot related and very fun. So maybe Mashal, but also I also recommended like maybe Dr. Stone. Not super magic related, but I've heard very good things. And then some of the other recommendations were Full Metal or maybe Hunter x Hunter, both of which I've heard are very, very good. And Full Metal I've watched the first few episodes of. So currently Full Metal might be the lead contender just because she's heard of it and heard good things. So we'll see though. Zombieland Saga is really good. It's not the kind of zombie content you're thinking of. Zombieland Saga. Okay. I've heard of Vinland, but I've not heard of Zombieland. Rival stinks? I'm sorry. That's a shame. I really would love to be able to play that one again regularly. But I really don't think it's a one that I want to go back to streaming. It just didn't feel like the kind of content that most people were interested in, and also that put me at my most entertaining. I feel like I'm at my most entertaining when I can like interact with chat more easily, and am less likely to ignore it for, you know, minutes on end to focus on the game, and that game is almost fully just focusing constantly the entire time I'm playing and just yelling. Like there's no interesting commentary happening when I'm playing Marvel Rivals. It's all just me being frustrated at the game. Zombieland Saga is about a group of girls who become zombies and then become idols. It's really cute. Interesting. All right. Possibly. I'll add it to the list. Yeah, if you have any other suggestions, let me know, because I have a list of shows that I want to watch, but the ones that the list of ones that my wife will be interested in is probably smaller. So I'd love to find a good one that we can watch for a while. Ideally one that isn't only one season long, but I mean, beggars can't be choosers, right? Don't have a huge list that isn't full of fan service and stuff. Yeah, that's my problem, is like I have a ton of shows that like the story is good, and it's like entertaining to watch, but like if you're not used, if you haven't acquired that particular taste, or if that like throws you off, it's gonna completely ruin the show for you. Like I half the time I'm not even fucking watching the show, like I'm just listening to it as I'm like doing something else, so I don't even notice most of the time. But like I'll go back, like I'll go and watch a show, and all of a sudden I'll be like, why is every shot of this of every female character's feet, or like oh my goodness, the jiggle physics on this one, like it'll just all of a sudden I'll just be like actually physically watching it for the first time and be like, oh, this has a lot of fan service, and that's going to be really off-putting to someone who is bothered by that. Like I would love to to watch My Dress Up Darling with my wife. There is a 0% chance that she will be able to get past the skimpy outfits, especially in like the first episode or two. But I love that relationship. It's extremely cute, and it's a shame, but Also, I think the other thing is that my wife has already expressed that she's not as into shows that don't have like a significant overarching plot. Good humor, nice. But yeah, so combination of fan service slash some of the more let's say patriarchal anime tropes combined with a lack of plot makes me feel like shows like My Dress Up Darling are not going to be the ones that she'll enjoy, no matter how much I enjoy. Could do Food Wars. I'm sure she'll love it. I have not seen it. Is that also full of fan service? Oh, Assassination Classroom. Maybe. I do want to watch that one as well. I did think of something like maybe like My Hero, but like I feel like I don't know, maybe. That one has less. It does still have that, but I feel like it's infrequent enough that it's not like super duper frustrating to watch if that's like something that like really bothers you. But it's also more shonen, and I feel like I'm hesitant to do anything shonen. Nice. Nice. Food Wars is just fan service? Gotcha. People are orgasming over food and their clothes are flying. Oh, okay, I see. I had a feeling, like, I remembered, like, one of my buddies showing me a clip of the show, and I was like, oh, dang. That's kind of crazy to have that reaction over food, but like, I hadn't seen enough to, like, know that was, like, basically the entire show. Alright. Getting a lot of golden boxes. Oh, we've got a coffee bean as well. Nice. Alright. Assassination Classroom does have some fan service with one particular character. Episode 4 is a rough watch. Genuinely one of my favorite stories. Yeah, I know. I remember you mentioning that you really liked that show. So I am more inclined to trust the to trust that show over some of the other ones that I've only heard about through like passing. But I'd have to look at the synopsis to see if it's something that I think that would be a keeper. Screw this. staircases. Really? Fine. We'll drop some stuff first. Alright, let's drop frog egg. And we'll drop the thermal boots. It's full ugly crying at the end of Assassination Classroom. Is it a completed show, or is it still actively running? Because after our most recent shenanigan, a completed show might be appreciated on my wife's part. Not that I'm, you know, not that I think it's necessary, but... It is completed. Gotcha. How many seasons is it? Like, how long? I guess how many episodes, rather. Character's whole thing is that she uses her sex appeal as a means of assassination, but she actually has a really good character growth through the series. I feel like that's like you know, that's certainly a trope, and I'm sure it's fan servicey. I feel like that is like, if it's like one character, it's like more acceptable. Like my wife got through like a decent number of episodes of Black Clover with frickin' Vanessa. So like, you know, as long as it's not like every female character, it's you know, it's at least not, it's at least possible to get like through some of the fan service, but like Food Wars sounds like it's too much. Oh, I should go back and grab the truffs. There we go. 2 seasons, 47 total episodes. Okay. Cool. I'll check it out. Or I'll look at the summary and see if my wife is interested. Okay. Oh, we got 3 coffee beans. Dang. Go. Truffs. Oh, and we got a rotation as well. I gotta say, I didn't even, like, I was so worried about the show, like, just completely having been canceled and stuff like that. I don't think I actually reckoned with how disappointed I am that I now have to wait to watch the next season of Witch Hat Atelier. I was really enjoying that show a lot. The magic system is really cool. Copy paste the synopsis. DM it to you. Okay, sounds good. Doesn't really do a great job of explaining the story, but it gets the point across. Gotcha. After this in-game day, I will go check it. Also, by the way, every day I will refresh my page of speedrun.com, because I'm waiting for you to have like completely crushed all of my world records, and I appreciate you giving me a little bit of time to enjoy being in first in at least one of the categories before, you know, ruining my hopes and dreams. Actually gonna lurk and do a grass patch % run before I got distracted by anime. Well, mwahahaha. I have distracted you successfully from stealing my world record. Especially that one specifically. I would like to get the first sub hour if I can. Obviously, don't, you know, do it just for my sake or anything. Not run it just for my sake or anything like that. But I do specifically want to try and get that sub hour because I feel like it's possible with the right RNG. Damn it. Whatever. I need to get rid of those ones. Beautiful. And let's go. There's only one other anime on my list I can recommend, but I got it early, so it ends on a cliffhanger with no season 2 and it's pretty fan servicey. Yeah, I would say that that's probably a really bad contender. What show is it? But just out of curiosity. Like, I think that like the no season 2 is like a pretty much a deal breaker for me as well. Let alone my wife, who will not read an unfinished book series because she doesn't want to have to wait. Wise man's grandchild. Interesting. I've never heard of that one. Probably because it got canceled after one season. Oh, I said I was gonna read the synopsis, didn't I? Hold on. Let me do that. Actually, let me get out of this room because the music's distracting. And then let's do that. Alright, let's see. Discord. Dems. After a mysterious creature resembling a sentient octopus blows up the moon, he threatens to do the same to the Earth within a year if a seemingly arbitrary classroom of students can't assassinate him before then, while he attempts to teach them as an ordinary sensei. That's fun. I didn't know the part about him threatening to blow up the Earth. I've seen like clips of him like just like casually like flying flying across the world and stuff like that. And like, you know, deflecting nuclear missiles and stuff like that. So like I knew that he was like an unkillable person that all of the classroom were trying to assassinate, but I did not know that like the point was to assassinate him. I thought it was just like a perk of like assassin school, of like if they could kill him they'd get like an extra prize in school or something like that. I didn't realize like that was the entire point, was to kill him. Left out a couple key points, but you'll learn that on watching. Yeah. I don't need the synopsis to give me everything or anything like that. I was just curious if that sounded like what the general plot was. Alternatively, I could just go in the complete opposite direction and pick something that I know my wife will not like, just to see her reaction. Because, like, the first one that comes to thought is Rent a Girlfriend. Because I couldn't get through the first episode of that. Like, I was not able to finish the first episode of that, let alone, and I have a pretty high tolerance for anime, comparatively. Hit her with Food Wars or High School DxD. Yeah, I'm only vaguely familiar with High School DxD, but from what I'm aware, it's essentially just hentai. pretty much. Yeah. Grab all this row. Good stuff. Oops, there we go. And then do this. Fill all these in. Sorry, I'm focusing to make sure I don't miss any. Go. Rent-A-Girlfriend gets even worse after season 1, apparently. My life as Inuka-san's dog, she'll hate that. Oh, God. Yeah, that show sounds diabolical. Honestly, even, like, I reincarnated and, got to, like, I spent, I got to the highest level by, killing slimes for 300 years, or whatever the fuck that name of that show is. Like, I love that show, and it is, like, pure fluff and just, like, good vibes, but, like, it is so incredibly, like, fan servicey of, like, every single fucking character in that show is just a female character with the most enormous set of bazongas, just all, you know, flouncing about the entire time. It was another one where I was listening to it and I was like, oh, this is kind of sweet and stuff like that, and then I was like, oh wow, the second I actually started watching it I was like, I'm gonna still enjoy this story, but holy. I haven't seen it, but Horsey has. He watched all of High School DxD without much complaint, and he can do the dog anime. Yeah, there's some where it's just like, yeah, this is not for me. And I'm pretty tolerant when it comes to those types of things, but it's just like, yeah, you can just keep that one for the Gooners. That's fine. It has its place. It's not for my entertainment. Have you seen the 300 Years Killing Slimes show? I'm curious, because I, like, genuinely, I actually kind of like it. Not, obviously, you know, I'm not, the main thing I'm getting out of it is not watching anime girls. But, like, I do enjoy just, like, the very lighthearted slice of life aspect of it. Watch the first episode, but that's it? Gotcha. Yeah, it's basically like, if you've watched the first episode, you basically have seen it. It's not exactly deep, but it's just like a fun. It's basically just Goku constantly turning his enemies into friends. That's like the entire concept of the show, except every one of her enemies ends up being an attractive female character. Like, I don't think I've seen a single male character in that show. Have I? I actually genuinely can't think of a single male character in that show, which is kind of insane to me. Or, alternatively, you could think of it as progress, fighting the patriarchy. But yeah, that, I like the show, but I completely get if it's not someone's cup of tea. Trying to think of other shows that I've seen. Oh, I mean, I could do like Your Lie in April, but I don't want to watch that one again. Need to point out, Inuka-san's dog is an ecchi rom-com between a girl and a dude who somehow transformed into her dog. It's so weird. Yep, that's honestly the only thing I wasn't imagining was him actually being an actual dog. Everything else I kind of got from that, and yeah, that's certainly a type of content that some people enjoy. Hey, Doofus, can you move? Any fucking day now. Fine. Go around. Alright, let's start collecting. Oh, I missed somebody. That's crazy. Oh, by the way, this is just like completely apropos of nothing, but I'm just thinking about it. Like, I have been like really struggling getting myself to like cook these past couple weeks, and I finally made myself like an actual like full-fledged like meal for like meal prepping and stuff like that, and I am like so so happy right now that I have food in the fridge. Like, I don't know what it's been, but for some reason I just have not been able to get myself to cook for me. I've still, for the most part, kept up with cooking my wife's meals and stuff like that because I do the cooking for both of us. But and it was really just like last week, pretty much. And like the excuse that I had was that well, not even an excuse, but the explanation is at least somewhat that I had people visiting. Not last weekend, but the weekend before. And they left like Saturday late afternoon, so I didn't have time to like go to the grocery store and cook and stuff like that. So until like during the week, and then when it was during the week, like, you know, I had like I have like a weird anxiety around not doing too many like things that will keep me away from like within reach of my my work computer, like during the workday. Like you know, I'm all for taking, you know, breaks every once in a while to go do like to go like do the laundry or something like that. But like actively like cooking something, I feel really like it feels like stressful to do. I don't like taking that much time away. Even if it's, you know, mostly passive and I could be doing work in the times where things are just cooking, it feels like it shouldn't be what I'm doing. So I tend to not want to do it during the day, and then therefore will put it off until after, and then when I get to after work, I'm like, I don't, you know, I want to just hang out with my wife and I don't want to do a bunch of cooking and stuff like that. So you know, there's already an incentive of I don't want to cook during the week. Just played a couple of games with people I met on Ravels. One of the people I was playing with was choosing all the characters that the enemy team countered. Playing on hard mode, I see. I like it. I'm out of anime suggestions, so I'm gonna go crush your grass percent patch run or grass patch percent run now. Okay, fine. But yeah, so like I already was like not inclined, and then the other thing was because we were traveling this past weekend, I already knew that I I didn't need meals for as long, so it felt more like I could get away with not not cooking as much. So I ended up just kind of like scrounging for the week and stuff like that. And then we went and traveled, and then I got back, and again, um, and to the end of the weekend, I'm like really tired and don't feel like going to the grocery store and cooking and stuff like that. So it's already pushing into the week and stuff like that, and so now it's Tuesday, and I'm like finally I'm sitting here like I feel terrible because I haven't had like food in it to like really eat other than like we bought a bunch of bagels because we went down to the New Jersey New York area, which have great bagels as opposed to near here, which have very mediocre bagels. So we got a bunch of bagels, so I've been having those for lunch, but like it's really not that filling to have a singular bagel. And so I've been feeling like headachy and stuff like that by like late afternoon because like it feels like I've just been like starving myself all day because I haven't had food. And then like I did do some like actual meals for like dinner and stuff like that, but it was just like I was just getting to the point where I was like I need like actual food. I can't just scrounge again for another week. But I couldn't get myself to cook because I was just like so stressed about like doing it during the week and stuff like that. So I finally got myself to do it today, and I now feel much better. And then I still have to cook one more of my wife's meals because I only ended up doing her lunches so far. I played Black Panther, Hulk Magic, and Thing, and the enemy team had effing Thing and Devil Dino, two of the best counters to dive. Great. Enemy team also had Gambit and Wanda, more heroes that divers hate. See, I am all for messing with divers because they piss me off. Bastards are annoying as a healer. Although I haven't done that in a while, so maybe can I even consider myself a healer nowadays? Wait, did I just go to bed like at like 8 p.m. in game? I think I did. I'm like on autopilot, man. Whatever. Wait, why are you upset at me? Oh, you don't have food. Damn it. Ran out of frickin' hay. Well, they're gonna be pissed at me today. Cool. Scarabs hate me? Unfortunate. Almost 9 p.m., but close enough. Crazy. Alright, well, at least I caught it. Well, I mean, it was hard not to catch it at this point, because they now hate me. But at least only one of them is going to hate me. Went to bed at 9:08, 12 p.m. Gotcha. Honestly, if I'm just buying hay anyway, I might as well just fucking get rid of these lightning rods and just let them eat up the rest of the grass, and not give a shit about it, because they're annoying to like walk around, and if they're not even like feeding the pigs at this point, what's the fucking point of keeping them? Oh, you still have food. Why do you have food still, but the other ones didn't have food yesterday? How does that work? I don't understand. Drop the cheese in here. I think I forgot to go back to the coop to try and make up for the extra eggs from missing the coop the other day, so... Oh well. I don't think I fell behind, but... I didn't catch up at all. Wow, I got every single legendary fish to give me roe today. That's crazy. Good stuff. We're just... Like, there's just been a few pigs every so often not eating grass that slowly chipped at your hay. I mean, I have over 2,000, so obviously it's been more than 2,000 capacity, so it's obviously been more than chipping, but stands to reason. I'm pretty sure I filled up at the beginning of spring. Maybe I didn't. I don't remember. Whatever the case, I'm gonna fill up. It's fine. No, I did forget again. Yeah, how did I forget again? Alright, well, I definitely have to go and, do some multiple runs now. Because, damn, am I slacking. Good. We'll just... Today's Wednesday, we go down here, let's go buy the hay first. We need 2160. So that's $9.99 plus $9.99 is 2,000 minus 2, so plus another 162. So we need 2 full stacks plus 162. While we do that, I'm going to have an oatmeal raisin cookie. Because I'm worth it. L'Oreal. They're so good, but they also are stuck to each other and also fall apart the second I try and pull them apart, so it's annoying to have to eat them in like little bits. YouTube says there's 30 people watching and that doesn't feel right. I would tend to agree. It's been a while since they've done it's been like that though. The bots haven't been around in a while. Or the massive amounts of lurkers. What about that number 2? Oh no, it's back up. know, and didn't think about the fact that I could just look in the bottom left corner, which you can't see, but I can. It gives the overall count of hay, and I could just go until it says 2160 on there, rather than having to do the math myself, figure it out. But then again, I like doing the math. These are written by the raisin for me. Oh, I love raisins. Raisins are so good in my opinion. I get it though, the texture thing. Perfect. Alright. Well, let's go get the hardwood. Fuck you, raccoons. 5 fucking powder melons, man. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay. Go. Let's get. There we go. Let's go to the coop and do a refill on the mayonnaise makers. Okay, there we go. And we saw you and you. Do I just... Oh, let's go over to Clint's before we, before his shop closes so I can break open his, golden boxes. Hate the one Pokemon card I want more than any of the others is in a set that I can't afford to buy a bunch of. Try and pull it. That's frustrating. I'm sorry to hear that. Which one are you looking for? Prismatic Evolutions, which is so insanely expensive. Is it a Sylveon? Alright. Auto Petter. Damn it. Auto Petter. Damn it. Auto Petter. Damn it. Auto Petter. Auto Petter. Damn it. Auto Petter. Damn it. Auto Petter. Useless. Sylveon SIR, one of the most expensive cards in the set too. Gotcha. Yeah, Sylveon's very popular, so I would have to assume that it's going to be a popular one. You know what I should upgrade? My garbage can. I'm going to go do that. I have to do that eventually anyway. I might as well. Only card more expensive in the set is the Umbreon. I had a feeling the Umbreon would have been the most expensive. Based on what I know about the popularity of evolutions. I haven't even upgraded my hoe yet. What am I doing? Alright. Whatever. MSRP for the Sylveon is about 500. Oh my! I forgot just how incredibly expensive Pokemon cards get. There we go. Right. If you met the creator of Stardew, what would you ask him? Are you hiring? No, I don't know if I would have any like actual like questions and stuff like that. If anything, I probably would be like, hey, so when are you adding something in that allows you to buy all of the crops for like recipes and stuff like that, so I don't have to search for wheat anymore. But I would probably just end up like talking about like game development and like what his methods and stuff were, because like I'm just curious about like coding and shit. But it'd be cool just to talk to him. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Arjo. Appreciate you coming in. Take a guess of the MSRP for the Umbreon. 1,200 USD. That's probably not even close. It's probably like 700. Hot. Wow. That's a chunk of change right there. 2,200? $15. Okay. Still, that is an insane amount of money. I don't think Umbreon's that good, gonna be honest. Absolutely would not spend $1,500 for an Umbreon card. Honestly, I don't think I would spend that much money for any card. I think that as much as I enjoy trading cards, I don't think I would be willing to spend money for specific ones. Outside of like maybe a couple bucks. But like even then, like I feel like the joy of like card collecting is like pulling for them. It's like the loot box aspect of them. I don't think like just out and out buying them is nearly as interesting to me. Like it's all about the like it's the journey that's the interesting bit. It's the same with shinies. Like yeah, you can like hack in a shiny and get the sprite, or you can like have someone trade you one or something like that. But like the whole joy of having the shiny in the first place is the joy of the act of having obtained it. It's the journey that makes it valuable, not the destination. So I think I feel the same way about like trading cards and stuff like that. Of like, I mean, if I'm like playing the game, then maybe like if I were actually interested in playing like the trading card game, I might be interested in like buying singles of that for like perfunctory reasons. But I have no interest in playing the card game. So this is all about like just like collecting pretty things, and in that case, why would I spend that much money just to like have the thing rather than like trying to find someone who has it to trade for it, or like trying to pull it in a pack or something like that. Card is beautiful, don't get me wrong, but goddamn, yeah, seriously. Furby, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Best part is the pulling and actually trading them with people. Yeah, that's where I find the joy in it. I think the actual, I mean, like, I get wanting to have collections, and I am all about, like, having collections and stuff like that. I certainly get that of, like, I'm the guy who's doing a shiny living dex because I like to have the collection of all of those shiny Pokemon sitting in boxes where I can look at them. Like, I like the collectathon aspect of it, but I wouldn't find satisfaction in collectathoning them by spending $1,500 on one. But that's just me. That's just how I interact with it. I get that there are a lot of people who see them as an investment or a gamble. Know that there are a lot of people who have like a really strong emotional attachment to this and have enough disposable income where that amount of money is worth it to them. Nice. But yeah, I personally would not be spending that money, even if I had enough disposable income where $1,500 is not like something that would make me have pause. Like, even if I had that much money, I probably still wouldn't be spending it on a singular trading card. Unless there was like extreme sentimental value of like, you know, this was the very first card that I, you know, gave my son who passed away from, you know, brain cancer or something like that. Like it would have to have like that kind of sentimental value of like, this is like an extremely emotionally attached specific card. Good collector collects things that are both cheap and rare. Yeah. No, I'm not saying that, like, I wouldn't want to have the expensive things. Like, it'd be cool to have them. I just wouldn't want to, like, go out of my way to just buy them. The collecting aspect, part of it is, like, the fun of trying to find them. Not just going on eBay. The really sick Morpeko SIR in the new set, it's so cool. Oh, you want to collect the cue cards? Yeah. I get that for sure. Like I would love to you know, do some collecting. Again, I reiterate, the way I see it in my mind, I want it to be part of the channel in some way, shape, or form. So I would want it to be like, hey, this is a really cool pack. Can you open this on stream? Or like, hey, buy some random cards to open on stream, and then we can, like, you know, log together the collecting aspect of like trying to find different cards. Like maybe I'd try to find every Ectric card or something like that. That could be kind of cool. Or like try and get a Pokédex going or something like that. Like we could do like some collecting and stuff like that, but I wouldn't want to like be just going out and buying as many packs as possible, because I know that I would just end up buying it and devaluing the entire process by like buying way too many. 6 cards in the set that I really want, and if I can get every single one in my 15 packs, I'll be happy. That'd be dope. Do you know what the chances of that happening are? I'm collecting Slipknot masks for a while, often spend about 200 to 300. I mean, listen, if that makes you happy, that is all that matters. And if you have the income to be able to afford that kind of thing and not be putting yourself at risk, then my philosophy is more power to you. I just am not as much into the you know, buying outright collectibles. Very low? Gotcha. We could probably calculate it if we know the relative rarity of each of the cards. What the heck was that? Alright, can you still hear the game audio? I jostled the table that the whatchamacallit, the HDMI capture card was on, and I think that's why that spazzed out for a second there. Sorry about that. It's awesome, and no worries. Be sure I don't go overboard with spending. That's all that matters. As long as you're staying safe and it's something that you enjoy, more power to you. There's a roughly 11% chance to get an IR, which there's 2 of them I want. 8.3% for an ultra rare, which there's only 1 that I want. And how many of each of those types of cards are there? Like if I were to get an ultra rare, is there only one ultra rare available, or are there like 3 and you're trying to pick one of the 3? And 1.5%, 25% chance for an SIR, which there's 2 of it. Okay. Yes. Fucking love you, Caroline. She's the fucking goat, man. Because you can actually calculate out the exact odds of getting, like, each of those cards in, like, a specific pack. There's 11 IRs. So if there's 11 IRs and you need 2 of them, and there's roughly 11% chance that you get an IR per pack, you would expect to have, on average, maybe like 2 IRs in the 15 packs, and the chances of you getting the exact 2 that you want is pretty much like a 1% chance. $18 ultra rares, and then 6 SIRs. So if you want only 1 SI ultra rare, so you're at a 2% chance that if you were to pull an ultra rare, it's the correct one. Assuming that it's equal odds that you get all of those types of cards. Like it's not like one specific type of ultra rare is rarer than the other ultra rares. I'm just gonna assume, for the sake of brevity, that you're gonna have an equal chance of getting any one of those, each of those stages. So if that's the case, it's already a 2% chance, and if it's an 8.3% chance, that's what, a little worse than 1 in 10, so you could maybe expect 1 and change per 15 packs. So yeah, around probably a little under 2% chance that you get that 1 SIR you want, or that 1 ultra that you want. And then you said you want 2 of the 6 SIR, so that's it's a 1 in 33 chance for the first one, and then assuming you got that, then it would be a 20% chance, or a 1 in 6% chance of the next one. So like 1 in 18 chance again, ish, that you get both of them in like 2 attempts. And if it's a 1.25% chance, the chances of you getting even 1 pack is lucky. 1 in the 15 packs is lucky. So chances of getting 2 is like you're like expecting a lot more. So like, unless you get extremely lucky and even get 2 in the first place, it's like basically impossible. So yeah, you're very unlikely to get. Why am I picking these up now? Never realized there's so many pigs on the farm. Yep, that is the main way I make money, because they pick up truffles, which are very lucrative to sell. And I can't grow crops because of the nature of the challenge, so we use them instead. Given the extremely low odds, I'd be happy with any SIR. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You got like a 1 in 3 chance that on any one SIR, you're gonna get one of the two that you want. But getting one in 15 packs is already like probably under odd, or like, yeah, it's probably like testing your odds. You would be like above odds if you got one in the 15 packs. So add on top of that like only a 33% chance to get one of the right ones. That's just for getting one of the two. Like getting two of two is even more ridiculously difficult. Pigs United, you'd be doomed. I feed them most of the time. It's fine. They're fine. They live the good life. There's actually 3 of them I really want. I forgot about the Gwyn card. So 3 of 6. So that actually increases your odds of getting a one that you want. But now that you need 3 of them, it makes your overall odds of getting all 3 like astronomical. Not that I need to tell you that. I think it's fairly obvious, but I just like doing statistical math to just know how. Usually, the reason I want to do that is because I feel like I'm getting screwed, and I want to know just how, you know, unluckily screwed I'm getting versus, you know, I'm just being impatient. I should go talk to my other child, shouldn't I? It's been a while. Hello, child. There we go. So we've got all that done. Let's go do the coop real quick. Then we'll go grab our hardwood from the whatchamacallit, from the secret woods. Oh, they're all pissed off at me because they didn't have food. That makes sense. That's fine. Okay, hardwood. Fuck you, raccoons. Way up high, there's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere in Stardew Valley, wheat must bloom, but that asshole trader won't stock any for me. Packs also aren't showing up at the same time. I get 3 packs on Saturday and the other 12 sometime between next Friday and Monday after. Oof. The wait. That's a rough one. Oh, I can make multiple of these, can't I? I could make 41 preserves jars. And then I could also make 2 oil makers. So we'll do the oil makers. Let's not bother with the preserves jars. We're already reducing our number of row with the amount of preserves jars we have. Now watch the ultimate plot twist happen and I get a god pack. I mean, that'd be freaking dope. I don't know if I'd rely on that as, you know, for your mental health or anything like that, but it'd be pretty freaking cool if it happened. These guys are all so pissed at me. You forget to feed an animal for one day. All of a sudden they get all uppity. Also, I didn't even think about the fact that this is going to mean that I'm going to have, like, significantly less truffles today. Because they're all pissed at me. Oh, well. I think I can afford one day of slightly less truffles than normal. Based on my current amount of money sitting in my account, I think I'm okay. I'm not even that much lower. Still have over 100. And I also picked up 24 at the beginning of the day. Like, this is, like, not even less, pretty much. Just had another game where Cloak and Dagger ulted for no reason every single time they had ult. Used ult when there was 3 enemies at 1 HP. They used ult when there was no one. I mean, sometimes you just get noobs. It happens. They were borderline throwing. Unfortunate. No. I was gonna say, maybe I should start keeping truffs here, but, like, there's literally no point. It's not like I'm coming back multiple times to, like, re-up or anything like that. I'm just, you know, doing it once per day, so it does not make sense to save extra. I'm just gonna start having more, just gonna start losing money out because I'm not selling them, and end up having a shit ton of them in a chest, so it doesn't make sense to do it. Oh, we're so close. One more. We can do it tomorrow. It's fine. One day I wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh why can't I? We did get an animal cracker, which is dope. Oh, hello, another person who can give me a golden box, but didn't. Rude. Can we look at ducks now? I will do some placid duckage at the end of the stream, but I am not looking to end just yet, so we're gonna stick with this for a little bit longer first. Didn't mean to pick that up. Meant to hit this guy. Get back over here, you fucking coward. Ah, there we go. Stardew stream, we don't look at the ducks until like 2 a.m. at the earliest, pretty much. It's just that like this game like so much incentivizes just like playing late, because it's just like I'm constant, like it's a constant, oh, but I'm planning on doing this thing, one more day is fine, that I lose track of time so easily. And then even then, like even if I'm like not necessarily losing track of time, like I feel like I should like try and get as many days in as possible, because it's like I'm like trying to, it's such like a long-term project that I like, it feels like I'm like wasting time if I don't like put in extra days and go a little bit later. YouTube really needs to fix the viewbot issue. Yeah. It does really suck that it just like completely makes it impossible to know how many people are actually here. The neutral luck plus the only +1 luck with the meal I've got doesn't exactly inspire confidence in getting a bunch of good items, so it makes sense that I'm not, but like it does still suck. I just didn't want to waste one of my last good lucky meals on a mediocre day. It reached the forbidden number. Uh-oh. All of the kids are now going to be waving their hands back and forth in an up and down fashion, alternating. Oh, great. Now it's at the other number. Now all the kids are going to be eating each other's butts out. Oh, it's raining today. I don't have to worry about, whatchamacallit. The truffles and the pigs and such. No. Oh, nope, that's the wrong one. That. That. One of those. Say hi to my child. We'll go. Yay! Other child isn't mobile. Hooray! You're so popular. I know. I know. It's crazy, huh? It's hard to believe that there are 70 viewers here. 67 of them whom have not liked the stream yet. 5.7% like rate. Insane. I know. I've fallen off. Don't you hate it when your favorite streamer falls off and can only get a 5.7% like rate with all of the view bots not doing anything? You know, it'd be even funnier is if all of a sudden I just got like to 62 likes because the person who was doing the view botting just decided to have them all like the stream at the same time. Like it just automatically immediately jumps up. It actually, maybe I do need to get more preserve stars because I don't think I am actually reducing the number of row now that I'm looking at it. I think I had like 105 left over last time. And now... $109. Yeah, I'm breaking even here. Granted, I might have had like a lot. I did get a lot of row that time, but I'd rather be, you know, not using capacity rather than not gaining and having a surplus just sitting in a chest. So, let's make another 20 of these. Or 22. That works too. That implies you're our favorite streamer. Oh, I wasn't talking about me. I was just asking a hypothetical question of whether whether it sucks. Wow. Did I plan that out perfectly or what? Jesus. Let me grab the rest of this row. Gorgeous. Perfect. Alright, let's go pet the aminals. We'll do the coop first. Gorgeous. Okay. Move. Move. Thank you. Bam. Well, this is actually perfect. I forgot to close the barns yesterday. Bam, bam, bam. I also have to make sure I get to the traveling cart by 8 p.m. I have time, but I don't want to dilly-dally. Oh, baby, we're at 74! Or I guess 70 bots plus 4 people. Gorgeous. And then go. Go. Age the cheese. Sell the rest. Now let's go traveling cart. Give me wheat. Give me wheat. Fuck you, raccoons. Give me wheat. Come on. No, no. Yeah. Bread plate, large egg. Jesus Christ, man. Absolutely dog shit. I guess I might as well buy that. And then of course I have to buy that. That sucks, man. Terrible, pull today. Okay. That in there. Pop you in there. And then we'll go pop this in here. Bam. Now, we'll go... Nope. Next one. Bam. Have you ever seen the British sitcom called Father Ted? I just started watching it. No, I've never seen it. Actually, I've never even heard of it, so... You'll have to let me know what it's all about. Okay, hardwood. Then we'll go over to the mines and do some more dust sprite hunting. Nice. Oh, green algae, nice. Go. Nice. Let's go drop off this. Let me do this and this and this. Should I make another fish pond? Maybe I do. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I do actually make a chest here, and I just store, like, I don't continuously store truffles, but I just store enough so that if I ever have a day where it's raining, I can just, use them, to, cover the day, and get a couple extra ones slightly higher, higher pricing. So, with that in mind, let me real quick make a big chest. Oops. There we go. Off to the mines. Alright. Mines. Nope, not the weather report. Fortune teller. Neutral. Alright, we'll just do a regular, luck meal and... I need to make more monster musk. I'm almost out. Has neutral luck, immediately gets a coffee bean. Go. Gorgeous. Nice. We'll just go over here. Let's go first. Alright, just one dude, that's okay. What's him doing there? Nice. Oh, I got plenty of time. I thought I was like already like at past midnight. I got plenty of time. It's because I just am zooming so much with my running speed. Oh, another coffee bean. Damn. Okay. Try that again. Good. here. There we go. Okay. Man, there's that neutral luck for you. Holy cow! No golden mystery boxes. Which I'm weirdly enough more interested in than the coffee beans right now. The coffee beans don't get me any closer to getting 10 wheat. Where the golden boxes could get me an auto petter, which will get me closer to feeling comfortable sleeping through days. There we go. There's one. Okay. Anyone else around here? Of course not. Wow, that's a lucky pull. We'll just go back. Alright, 2 more coffee beans. Go in there. Who's gonna go in here? Who's gonna go in here? You can go in here. There's the musk. Okay. Perfect. Alrighty. I think we will do this day and then the next day, and then we can do some ducks before bed. How's that sound? Oh, frozen tear. Thanks. Thanks, Mr. Wizard. I really appreciate that, bud. Okay. You know what? Let's do this real quick as well. We'll wait for them to get out first. I want to swap the songs in that one versus the cow one. So Emily's dance. We want to go with the mini game. Oh, okay. We want festival game? Yeah. Perfect. So that one's done. Now we'll just have to swap the other one. Oh, never mind. I already have the... I forgot to close the cow one. That sucks. Oh well. Me out. Okay. Okay. That'll work. Here. Oh, it's way over there. And we want Emily's dance in here. Oh, I should also add that one as a song from other places. There it is. Perfect. Oh, I didn't get the other, whatchamacallits. There were two more. Shoot. I gotta open up two more. Okay, there we go. Bam. And... Now... There. No, we'll get the, row first. Everything out. Put all of you in here. We'll start these guys. Damn child's in the way as usual. Okay. you, and you, and then I have to put the extra traps in here. Perfect. And now the coop. I'm so glad I didn't have the bombs out. I went in the wrong direction and accidentally went over to the cactus fruit. Luckily, I wasn't on the this one because then I would have been freaking blowing up the coop again. Very, very glad that that accident happened elsewhere. Let me do the slime hatch real quick as well. Shoot. I honestly need to just get rid of these chairs and put in something else. It's fine. Good. Let's go down and get some hardwood. Oh, I think I mentioned this in a previous stream this week, but I am officially going to be pushing back tomorrow's stream to either Friday or Saturday night. So I'm not gonna be streaming tomorrow for doing some BDSP Dex completion. I am instead going to be doing something else, not on stream. And we will swap it over to Friday, ideally, and if not Friday, then Saturday. Ideally, we do it Friday, and then Saturday I can just do like a variety stream, because I have a bunch of new games that I want to try. Either a variety stream, or we'll do click to continue, and do a one and done, hopefully 100% the game in one go. Or not 100%, but beat the game in one go. And that, and we do one more wall maker. Do in there. 4, 5, 6, 7. So 14 of them so far, which means we can do all but one of these. We'll actually get 2 rotations out of that, so nice. Let's go sell nothing. Fall asleep for a few minutes and goes up to 81. Yeah, it's crazy how the bots go. By the way, I said that I was going to be going until after tomorrow in game. And then we're gonna go over to Placid Plastic Duck Simulator for a couple of ducks before bed. Pam. You know what I should do? I should box in Clint so he can't ever leave. I think I'll do it. We need... Well, I can't do it today, so not today, but tomorrow. Try to remember. And we'll just do... I was gonna go over to the mines first to drop off the monster musks, but I can just start collecting troughs now because the day is over, and then go over the mines for a full run. Hopefully we'll have good luck today and I can use some of my lucky bunches. Fell asleep at like 5:30 last night and had to be up at 7:30 for work. Ooh, yuck. I think I went to bed at like 3:30 last night, and then I had to be up at like 8 o'clock for a doctor's appointment. But then my doctor was like, "Hey, I'm running 15 minutes late," so I was like, I got to sleep in a little more. Well, actually, I was supposed to be up at like 7:45-ish so that I could have my appointment at 8:30, and then she was 15 minutes late, so I slept in until like 8. But I was for some reason the past couple days I've just been feeling kind of crappy, and I think it's partially like the food thing, partially just that I think I just am not getting enough sleep. But like I also like I took a nap today, and then still by the end of the day I felt like I needed a nap. Like I think that I was just like my body was just like rejecting my lack of eating like real meals, because you know I have gained a decade, and my body no longer can handle the extreme lifestyle that I had in my teens and 20s, of I guess eating bad foods without feeling aches and pains. I don't think you can box him in. He'll just break whatever furniture is in his path. Really? What if it's like an item, though? I don't know. I'm just gonna put... Let's put 100 in here. We'll keep 100 in here, and then whenever we have a rainy day, we'll go here. By the way, Travis, welcome in. Think you're worse than most friends when it comes to sleep? I'm not any better. Yeah, I'm an extreme night owl, and then also still have like a regular 9-ish to 5-ish job. It's more like 10 to 6, but it's still, you know, I do have to be up in the morning, and I don't take any consideration to whether whether that should affect you know, what time I go to bed. I just stay up until my heart's content, despite the fact that it's not really healthy. But then I take naps in the afternoon to evening. Feel like still trying to fix my sleep schedule. At least you're not obsessed with Pal World. Yeah, we had a long discussion about it in a previous stream where and it was just like, you know, I feel like I already have games that fill that niche for me, and it's not worth me buying into another franchise, because I'm going to want to damn it, I need to stop kicking this fucking desk, man. I'm going to want to put a ton of effort into it if I do pick it up, of like, okay, stop it. That one, okay, it wasn't me kicking the desks, it was the Switch thing getting the Switch dock getting jostled that was causing it. But yeah, so very happy today. Ooh, let's go. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. All right. But yeah, so completely forget what I was talking about. Oh, right, Pal World. Yeah, I feel like I would want, if I were to play that game, I'd want to do like 100% it, like get everything, and it just feels like a huge commitment. And I have games that I'm currently like playing regularly that I don't want to drop off because I'm adding a new game because I only have a certain amount of time and bandwidth to be able to game obsessively. So it doesn't feel like it's worth putting the amount of obsession that would be necessary for how I'd want to play the game, and I already have Pokemon for that niche, so it doesn't really make sense for me to play it. Okay. Naps don't exist. Or, naps doesn't exist. I disagree. Naps are wonderful. I love taking a nice hour and a half long nap in the afternoon to evening. It's great. Okay. Still need a building gate 3.2.0. Oh, like Baldur's Gate. Yeah, I haven't played my Baldur's Gate save in a little bit. I'm planning on going back to it once I finish up one of these series that I'm currently working on to at least some level of completion. Slowly getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh. Nice. I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in forever. And honestly, I really don't have an interest in like learning the new metas and stuff like that of like the new cards and stuff. If anything, I'd probably play like a retro version. But I also like, you know, I think that that I have more nostalgia for just like the cards in general rather than like actually wanting to compete in it. Like, I don't really feel any interest in going into the competitive aspect of it, of, like, playing the game. Right. Real quick. Nice. Not for me. Lumi still gets on me for not sleeping. You're obsessed with forbidden memories, I see. I mean, as she should. You should get sleep. I don't, so I'm a bad person to. It's already the end of summer? Where the hell is the time going? This is insane. How is it already the end of summer? That's crazy. Same, bro. I'm an OG fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! The new generation isn't for me. Yeah, I mean, I acknowledge that there's probably some aspects of it that are more like fun competitively than OG, but like, first of all, the fact that it's just like every new meta seems to like completely obsolete the old one is frustrating, and then on top of that, it's just like the new meta just feels like way too fast. It feels like it's just completely momentum based, and it feels like there's like I don't like my perception of it, and it may be flawed because I don't pay enough attention, but like my perception of it is it's very much like kind of like a little bit like what's happening in the NBA right now, of like it's just a bunch of blowouts in one direction or the other, and it's like, you know, if you take like a sampling of like 10 matches, yeah, sure, one person would win 6 and the other person might win 4 or something like that. Like they might be evenly matched overall, but each individual game feels like one person, you know, winning 8,000-0 in like 3 turns. That's kind of my perception of how the game plays nowadays, of like you either you know start snowballing really early, or you just get screwed by the cards and you just wait for the next game because there's nothing you can do. I stopped watching after 3 days. I stopped watching it like near the end of Battle City. I fell off so early with the anime. Too advanced for my average brain. I get that. I agree 100%. Yeah, it's just I like the slightly slower style of the OG cards and such. Battle City is one of my favorite sagas. Battle City was dope. I'm personally very partial to Duelist Kingdom and Pegasus. Ooh, Yuki boy. But I do love me some Battle City as well, with the dual disc system. So I basically stopped watching like right around the time where Marek's sister, what's her name? Isha? I don't remember the character's name. But yeah, so I basically stopped paying attention when like they were in like the semifinals of Battle City. I never got the only way I have consumed past that to the, like the Orichalcos saga and stuff like that is through Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. I never watched it, the original. I don't remember. Should have finished it. Yeah, I mean, I probably will at some point. Go back to it, but just never did as a kid. Did I forget again? Golly, why am I so bad at this? Or maybe I didn't. Maybe it's just... Oh, I didn't. It's just that none of them stacked. Okay. Even better. It's on Disney Plus? Oh, interesting. I did not realize that. I definitely might have to watch it then. I have that. So those. Go down here and pop you over in this one. Bam. And go down here. All the Yu-Gi-Oh series are on, including DBZ, except for the actual show instead of DBZ Kai. Oh, see, I actually prefer Kai, so I'm okay with that. But I've watched DBZ all the way through. Let's see. Are we gonna get nothing again? It's looking like it. Oh my god! I guess a tulip is useful. What the fuck, man? Give me some fucking crops. Ay, ay, ay. This sucks. So not only do we not get wheat, we didn't get any crop whatsoever in 2 trips to the traveling cart. I need these fucking auto petters bad. GX is my second favorite series. Fair. Same never gets old watching. Yeah, I like it, but I actually, honestly, I gotta be honest. I guess that's what I mean by honestly. I don't know why I repeated that. But yeah, I at this point, I've watched DBZ abridged so much that it's hard for me to go back to the original and not be like, where's all the comedy? Why is Vegeta not saying that he is the hype? I have so thoroughly watched DBZ abridged that it almost has become like the canon for me versus the actual canon. I love the characterization of the characters so much in DBZ abridged that it's hard for me to go back to the original. It feels a little bit like going from like the Clone Wars animated series in Star Wars and then watching like Attack of the Clones and like the depiction of clones in that one. It just feels like you're like going backwards in like personification of characters. Abridged way more funny. Yeah, I love the Abridged series. It's so good. I guess we put this in here. Can agree. I love Vegeta's abridged character. So freaking funny. Yeah, I mean, like honestly, I don't think there's a missed character in the show. I think that they do an incredible job with like the personification of all of them. But yeah, especially Vegeta, just absolutely like leaning into the fact that he's just like got an inferiority complex. It just is so good. Even the movies are funny as stuff. Yeah, they're the abridged movies are incredible. Let's go break these open. Oh, I don't have any furniture to try and block in clone. That's whatever. They made Krillin more funny. Yamcha's still mid. I mean, yeah, Yamcha's gonna be mid no matter what. I like the fact that like, oh, we got the garbage can. I forgot about that. But yeah, I like the fact that like they basically play up the fact that he's like not even part of the fights anymore, and doesn't like actively doesn't want to be in fights pretty much at this point, just because the power scaling has gotten too much. I also absolutely adore the Krillin and 18 dynamic in Abridged. It's so much more believable. and just such a fun dynamic to watch. They gave up on Yamcha. I mean, the original DBZ gave up on Yamcha too. It's not. I don't think that's an abridged, exclusive thing by any means. Okay, so we'll sell this and this and this and this and this. Go grab 3, 4, 5, and we're gonna grab grab a bunch of beds and a futon bear, maybe? Or a country lamp. We'll do country lamp. And now we'll keep the houseplants. Oh, I could just do this. Okay, let's go back over to town. Who's gonna call Ghost Nappa? Tien was more savage than anything. Oh yeah, Tien was awesome. Let's do... Let's see, let's just do a bunch of chairs. Alright. Upgrade tools, we'll do... Steel trash can. Let's see. What's he do? Love the second form of Cell. Was one of my favorites. Yeah, second form of Cell is very fun. The is very fun. I mean, honestly, Cell in general is very fun. His dynamic with Goku, just yeah, there's so much about that show I absolutely adore. The only problems I have with it are like at the extreme beginning where it's just like some of it's just dated, and that's not even their fault. It's just like, you know, the nature of it was new and like not taken as seriously, and also it was, you know, what, 2006 or something like that, and the comedy back then was dated compared to now. Let's see, does he move? Darn it. He can get through the chairs. Oh well. Angel Rose, welcome in. Okay, we'll do this real quick. And let's go over here and put on a hat. Nice. Did I talk to my wife today? I did. Good. Alright, so let's go collect the troughs. Bam, 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 bam. My dogs are missing? Like missing, or they're just like somewhere else in the house and you don't know where they are? We'll do the Midnight Jelly festival. We might as well. Whoops. One of my favorite Saga Abridged is the Android Love 18. Yeah, yeah. I'm a big fan of the characters in general, but like especially their abridged versions. I just love how like fleshed out the characters are. Still always sad that they never got to the Boo Saga, but I get it. Doesn't change doesn't change the disappointment, but I do understand and completely respect their decision to like hang it up. Unlatched their dog pen and ran off somewhere. Oh boy, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's extremely scary. I'm so sorry. I hope that we can, take your mind off of things a little bit. Level 118 broke, but she's not. Boom, boo, doo, 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 doo. Okay, so open that. Did I do this? I did. Okay, good. We're good. Let's go. Add these real quick. Second time they've been lost and they're not even a year old. You think they'd learn the first time? First time they ran off chasing something and got lost. Yeah, I mean, if it sounds like you're living like somewhere a little bit more remote and rural, and so hopefully at the very least, they'll be able to stay safe and stuff like that. But I'm very sorry to hear that they're off gallivanting. We've had a couple of times where our dogs, well, really, it's mostly our first dog, Lola. But before we fully dog-proofed the fence, well, first of all, we didn't have a fence at the very beginning. We bought the house and it didn't have a fence, and then we got a dog before we could get the fence installed. So for the first like few weeks, we had to just like leave her on like a lead, just staked into the ground basically, so that she wouldn't like run off or anything like that. But we did get the fence installed, and then the second we got the fence installed, we were like, okay, this is perfect. Now she can go outside, and she almost immediately realized that there are plenty of gaps beneath the fence. Oh, I could do this. Oh, damn it. I've slayed 50 of them. I'll do this one. That's fine. But yeah, she realized that she could get underneath the gaps in the fence to get at whatever rabbit was running away from her, or whatever squirrel decided that it didn't want to play with her. And so she would start just going and exploring. And she would just like burrow under the fence, and then she'd just go wandering around, and she's smart enough to know to not go like into the road and stuff like that, but she'd just be hanging out in other people's yards, and I'd just be like, dude, stay in the yard, you're stressing me the hell out. Don't do that. So eventually we for the most part we're able to block off things, and then when we got Tony, our second dog, we basically found out that, especially because he was like very skinny when he first came in, that meant that all of the places that we thought were dog-proof because Lola couldn't get through them, Tony could get through them, and he also is much more likely to dig. So basically, we had to re-dog-proof the fence because he was starting to get through. Like he would like dig enough just to be able to get him through. And I remember one time we had it where he just he got out of the yard, and he is not smart, so much more scary having him wandering about outside. He is afraid of the road, so I didn't have as much of a worry about that. But like, I didn't have like a 100% worry, but he certainly is more likely to go on the road than Lola is. So basically, I caught him fairly early, luckily, but he's so not smart that he couldn't remember where he got out of the yard. So I just heard him. I'm like calling out his name over and over. I'm like yelling it out, and I hear him running around the perimeter of the fence on the wrong side, trying to find a way to get to me. And then eventually he's just sitting at, he like just like wanders into the carport and is just staring at me, wagging his tail like, I don't know how to get to you. Help. And it's just, I'm just sitting there like, moron, you're the one that got out in the first place. Don't do that. So I had to let him back into the backyard so that he could, through the gate, so that he could get back in. Had no interest in wandering, just was trying to find whatever animal that had run under the fence, and then couldn't figure out his way back in. So after that incident, we bought a bunch of like these like, they're basically just like metal, like a bunch of metal stakes or like rods attached by like a horizontal bar, and we got a bunch of them and put them all along the bottom of the fence to make it so that they were there was no longer dog-shaped gaps. And since then, we have been very lucky. There have been no dog escapes, but it took a whole lot of effort to get to that point. The fence idea is a good idea if we had a smaller yard. We're on a farm. Yeah, the farm makes it difficult. My grandparents have like 40 acres and no fence and stuff like that, and so luckily that's enough, land, and the dogs are the road is like not busy enough that it's possible to just let the dogs off leash and in the backyard anyway, but certainly makes it more difficult if you have dogs that are bolting to keep them inside. The lock on the pen might be a smart idea. So like I said, we're going to make this the last day. And then we're going to go do some plastic ducks before we go to bed. Nice. Right. All right, there we go. Want to hear what wildlife we have out there? Sure, why not? Vegeta, did anyone get the number of that pitch Android? 18. Vegeta, thank you, Krillin. Are you okay in there, Vegeta? Vegeta, eat a tick. Oh. Bobcat, beavers, or bears, sorry, coyotes. Oh my. Alright, so we are going to go swap over to Placid Plastic Duck Simulator. And then we'll call it a night. Armadillos. Let's see. So we'll set up the game first. Then we will, swap the scene. Bam. We'll do that. And then we're gonna do skunks, armadillos, turkeys, deer, raccoons. Let's see. What have I seen? I've seen turkeys for sure. Not in our backyard, but I've seen them around here. Deer for sure, obviously. I've seen squirrels. I actually have a black squirrel that comes by fairly often. I've seen cardinals and hawks and robins and such like that. We've got rabbits, and unfortunately, I've become very familiar with the baby rabbit variety because Tony keeps finding their nests and making them into makeshift toys that don't last very long. So that's not fun. Woodchuck, groundhogs, and possums, nice. But yeah, he's a menace, and I have now unfortunately learned how to re-nest baby rabbits because that was totally on my bingo 26 bingo card. All right, let's see. Let's get some ducks set up. Woodchuck looks like a groundhog with a long fluffy tail, but with a smaller body. Oh yeah, no, I'm familiar with woodchucks. I'm not familiar with how much wood they can chuck, if they could chuck wood, but I am familiar with woodchucks. Alright, let's see. Bam. Do this guy. And then we will swap over to, I guess, this screen. That'll work. Whoop. There we go. African vultures, dang. And then we'll do this. Close out of that. Move the camera over here. Beautiful. Yeah, shave. And let's resume. Clacking the ice. Beautiful. No. Dude, move. There we go. Just want to see the freaking options for achievements. Tournament. We had a lot of new ducks. Kinda crazy. Magnetic field. Celebrate good times. Beeline. Milk away. Unlock the big jelly. Wait, that's with Thwing, it looks like. How do we unlock the big jelly? They're a really big problem for us summers because they target newborn calves. Oh, dang. Can't legally shoot them because they're endangered species from Africa. That's crazy. That really is tough. Do we switch to ducks? We did. We'll get a couple ducks before we go to bed. Some farmers ignore that rule and shoot anyway. I personally wouldn't do that, but hey. I'm also not trying to protect newborn calves, so maybe I wouldn't if I found myself actually in this situation versus just thinking about it theoretically. Jesus. Fully grown cow is worth $100,000, so every time we lose one, that's money out of our pockets. That does make sense. Oh man, Pseudo's not here. What are we going to do in terms of names? Because there's no way I'm naming everything cuck, walk, tuck, muck, luck, suck, and ruck. Shit, you're right. I know. Good thing I'm here. Yep. That's what I was thinking. Have 4 dogs are missing, but I'm not worried about Script because she's the type of dog that always comes back on her own. She's the mother of the 3 Stooges. Gotcha. We'll follow Dunkin' Donuts. Can you get loose? We let her out the run for the night because she normally stays close to the house. That's good. We're getting close to the next duck dropping. Oh yeah, Brie Larkson. I forgot about Brie. Brie's new. Sleepy Lola. Oh, my girl. I'm horrifically chafed. What does chafed mean? You mean shaved or chafed? Or both? Or neither? Those are the 4 options. Alright, what do we got? ration sake. So chafed. Got it. Want to hear the three choosers' names? Sure. Curly, Mo, and the other one. Another new duck. It's got a plant on its head. Oh, I know what we're calling it. Ducculent. Because it's like a succulent plant, but duck. Suda will be proud of me for that one. Pluck. Honestly, not the worst one, but I really like ducculent. Diva, she's a black and white with brown front feet. Diesel, all green shepherd colors. His dad's an Australian shepherd herd mix. That's an actual name because like pluck leaf off of plant. Not my best work. Honestly, one of the better ones. Ducculent is awesome. Thank you. Then my favorite, Baxter. He looks like a patchwork of 3 different tubs. That's awesome. Baxter's also a really good name. I like that. Not that the other 2 aren't good, but I particularly like Baxter. I like people names for dogs. We have Lola and Tony for mine. Growing up, we had a dog named Samantha, and then one named Mia, Murphy, and Duke. So, I like people names for dogs, personally. Green is not supposed to be in that sentence. Dumb. Autocorrect. Oh. Was it gray? Big Tony. Mondo Duke. He is indeed Mondo. He is about 120 pounds, barrel-chested pit bull, and thinks he's a lap dog. The mom, which is our dog Squirt, is a purebred mountain cur. And the dad's, which our neighbor's dog, is an Australian Shepherd on a mix. Nice. They told me the shelter that we got Tony from said that they think he has mountain cur in him. So very possibly similar breed. Although both of our dogs are mutts, so. No purebred about them. Ducculent, no. We'll go to sleep a little. That's fine. We were planning on having her be pregnant. She got loose when we moved to our new home and had fun with the neighbor's dog on the first night. Incredible. My entire family tree says Mondo Duke when they gotta bake some brownies. Drop kids off at the pool. I'm talking about shit. They think everyone started saying it because of Impractical Jokers. Oh, okay. I used to watch that show. It's been a while since I've watched it. It was always funny. Come on, knock it in. What is the jingling? Oh, it's the ski lift going back up. I see. She had her puppies 3 months after we moved. Gotcha. Joe said it. Gotcha. That sounds like a Joe thing to say. leave stream open for 40 minutes so the ice box falls in. Problem is, I don't know if it's exactly 40 minutes or only after 40 minutes is it even possible. I always thought my mom's boyfriend got her fixed because that's his dog. Turns out he never got her fixed because he thought she was infertile because she never went into heat. Gotcha. We've gotten all of our dogs fixed, or adopted them already fixed, because we don't live out in the more rural areas where, you know, having dogs that have litters makes sense. Squirt's a 9-year-old dog. When the puppies were old enough, we got her and the puppies fixed. Gotcha. Probably smart. 9's not, you know, old, but it's also probably on the higher end of when you want your dog to be going through the turmoil of pregnancy. Better safe than sorry. Okay, I need to stop eating cheeses. No more. No mas. First and last litter was a litter of 8. One was stillborn, another a few days later. We gave away 3, and we kept 3. Okay. I was thinking that a litter of 3 was a little small, but I didn't question it. This is empty. Why do I have this here still? All right, next duck. Oh, Snapple Cat fact check? Sure. Alright. Holstein cows have different patterns of spots, like human fingerprints. Cool. Ooh, what is this? It's a disco ball! Oh my god! That's so freaking cool. Disco duck, yes. This is really cool. Trying to think, what do we name this? That's not how disco balls work, but sure. I mean, it still looks really freaking cool. I mean, obviously we can go with Duxco, but I don't want to go the extremely obvious route. Look at the snow glistening in the moonlight. Name it something related to famous disco artists. I was thinking along those lines, like the Bee Gees. Oh my god, like the Bee Gees, yeah. I'm trying to think of a good pun related to the Bee Gees. How about the Beak Gees? We'll leave it as that, and if and when Pseudo comes in on one of these, he can give me a better name. Beak cheese. I can only give ideas, I cannot execute them. Be right back. I'm going to get a Pop-Tart because I'm Tubby. If Tubby is short for hungry, then yeah, absolutely, go for it. If it's not short for that, then still go for it. Live your best life. Alright, we'll stay for one more duck and then we'll probably call it a night. It is getting quite late. That's not what it looks like. Okay. Friday. Let me check the work real quick. Make sure that there's nothing early morning that I need to worry about. You can't see this, right? Yeah, good. Just want to make sure that this doesn't show up on screen. Wait, look at me. Calendar. I've got nothing until the evening, so we're all set there. Nice. Do I want to go in the office? I don't think I do. I think I'm gonna work from home again. Oh, welcome back, Beak Cheese. I just had an idea. The beak cheese. We'll follow quackbite numbers for the rest of this. They're closer to where this last duck is going to drop. Or maybe you do... Sisbillion. Wait, how did Tony's lungs get off of being on fire? Who put out Tony's lungs? Alright. Oh. The woodpecker's back. Do. Ah, damn it. Flew away again. Did I miss a duck? Nope. We're about to have our last duck of the night pop up in about, like, 15 seconds. Maybe not even. Okay. Come on. LS Duck. Alright, so not a new duck, but we did get another one. Welcome back, LS Duck. Now we are all good. Don't even have to nickname another one. So we are going to save. Yes, I would like to overwrite. And then we are going to call it an end there. But thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you had a fun time. If you did and you've not yet liked the stream and subscribed to the channel, consider doing so you can catch every single one of these as they come out. Let me find a stream for us to raid, and then we will go over there and call it a night. Well, we'll resume so that we get a little bit more time towards the next one, so we don't have to wait as long next stream. Let's see. Subscriptions. Oh, someone's playing Biped. I tried playing that with my wife, and unfortunately, the game just would not load for us. It really sucked because I was hoping to be able to play with her, but let's do Tropius Forest. Let's copy the link. There we go. I'll leave it up there. Good. And now we can just make it a redirect. Edit. Redirect. Gonna be a small raid. I mean, technically it'll be a large raid. Oh wait, I can't redirect. Damn. Never mind. Manual raid. Ah, Pseudo, welcome in. Sorry. I will show you real quick the new ducks we got today. We got Ducculent over here. We got ourselves the return of LS Duck. Where's LS Duck? There it is. We got the return of LS Duck. And then the most exciting one in my mind, the Beak G's. Great name, thank you. I specifically said when I made it, okay, I'm keeping this one. I really like this one. I have a feeling I'm going to make Pseudo proud when he comes in. That's not dazzling. I was thinking about it, but I don't know. I wanted to go with like something disco related. Plus, dazzling's not here. I do love the Beak G's, yeah. Trying to think. Was there any other ones that we got? I don't think we did. I think we got 3. And those were 3. Great work, everybody. Good night. Yeah, let's call it there. Hashtag extra grade. Hope to see you over there. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. And until the next one, I'll see you around. Bye. Oh. I probably should not just immediately end the stream. There it is. Okay.